it's not about, as you say, more government or more or less government. It's about who government is for.
Yeah, a very important point that I try to get across in the book, Randall, is that this age-old debate between do you want the free market or do you want government is insane, because you can't have a market without rules. And those rules about antitrust, anti-monopoly law, rules about labor law, rules about what is property, what's intellectual property, what can be bought, what can be sold, under what circumstances, bankruptcy laws, all of these rules come from where? They come from government. They come from executives, governors, presidents. They come from courts. They come from legislatures. And so the real issue is not government versus the free market. The real question is, who is in charge of making those rules? Who has the most influence over those rules? And what's happened in this country is that that small group of relatively wealthy people, hugely wealthy, not even relatively, hugely wealthy people and corporations and banks are having and have had more and more influence over making the rules of the game and creating rules that favor themselves. I mean, look at bankruptcy. 30 years ago, it was possible for a homeowner who couldn't make a mortgage payment to basically reorganize those payments under the shadow of bankruptcy, if not bankruptcy itself. It was possible for a former student who couldn't meet those student loan obligations to use bankruptcy to reorganize, or in the shadow of bankruptcy to get creditors to help reorganize. Today, because the big banks changed bankruptcy laws, it's not possible for homeowners or former students to use bankruptcy. That's just one example. Throughout the entire organization of the market, we see the influence and power of wealth in the form of individuals and big corporations and big banks to change the rules of the game to their advantage. And that's where the sense of the game being rigged has come from. It's true.